Good news to everyone that is watching and, of course, listening to me right about now. I have a very quick word just for you. And whenever you see these words, please pray about them because these are the words that the enemy would like to steal from you. Bible speaks about the parable of the sower. To cut the long story short is that there are birds that came and picked up the seed. So the birds, I would refer to them as the devil. When the Lord gives you a word, the enemy would want to steal it. So it is very important that you pray. Prayer is very, very paramount, very, very important to your life. And Jesus always told his disciples to pray, that men ought to pray and not faint. Pray without ceasing. Some of you, there are things that you are going through, and those things can be dealt with prayer. You can even add some fasting to it, because there are things that may not go, that cannot live unless you add prayer and fasting. Brothers and sisters, today's word is from the book of Genesis, chapter 38, verse 27 to 30. I'll repeat it again. Genesis chapter 38, verse 27 to 30. Listen to the word. Now it came to pass at the time for giving birth that behold, twins were in her womb. And so it was when she was giving birth that the one put out his hand, and the midwife took a scarlet thread and bound it on his hand, saying, This one came out first. Then it happened, as he drew back his hand, that his brother came out unexpectedly. And she said, How did you break through? This breach be upon you. Therefore, his name was called Perez. Afterward, his brother came out, who had a scarlet thread on his hand, and his name was called Zerah. My God, these were twins. A story about twins. The mother was expectant, just like any mother who is expectant to have a child. But it was a double blessing. There were twins in her womb. The Bible says, now it came to pass at the time for giving birth. I'm here to tell you a time is coming to pass when you give birth to that breakthrough, when you give birth to that miracle, when you give birth to that thing that you have been waiting for. Some of you are working on projects, and it seems like nothing ever works out. It seems like there's a slowdown in that process. It seems like there's something that is holding you down. But I'm here to tell you that a time is coming to pass. A time of revival is coming. A time of uplifting is coming. And when the Lord lifts you, no one can put you down. No one will ever, ever put you down, because the Lord has lifted you. You are the head and never the tail. You are above and never beneath. The Bible says that behold, twins were in her womb. My God, this is a very powerful one. Twins were in her womb. And so it was when she was giving birth that the one put out his hand, and the midwife took a scarlet. You see, it was a custom that if there were twins, and there's a way they would detect that the lady has twins. You may think that in those days they didn't have technology. They had that kind of, not that the science that we have where they take you to machines and they scan you. No, they had a way of detecting that this woman has twins. So the Bible says that the midwife took a scarlet thread and bound it on his hand, saying, This one came out first. Then it happened, as he drew his hand, his brother came out unexpectedly. My God, I'm here to tell you that you are going to come out unexpectedly. Your blessing will come out unexpectedly. When no one expected you to thrive, you will thrive. When no one expects you to live, you will live and not die. There are people that expect you to die. They see your condition. They expect your businesses to fall down. Some of you are starting something new, and no one wishes you well. But I'm here to tell you, it will come out unexpectedly. Just like Perez came out unexpectedly. The Bible says it clear that his brother came out unexpectedly. And she said, who said? The midwife. Because she was observing. Notice there are people that are observing your struggles. Even people that are passing by are observing your weeping. How you struggle. The Bible says, and she said, how did you break through? When your breakthrough comes out unexpectedly, your enemies are going to question you. How did you break through? When you receive that congratulations, they'll say, how did you make it? In fact, they will come for you to teach them how you made it. And I'm here to tell you, it's only by God's grace. It's only God that can make you a better person. It is only God that can lift you up. Don't wait on people, because people will never help you. In fact, people will betray you. It is in man's nature to betray, because evil resides in people. So don't trust people. The Bible says some trust in chariots. Let your trust be in God. Let your confidence be in God, that your breakthrough will come out unexpectedly. It is not over until it's over. You may think it is over for you. You may think it is the end of the road for you, but it is not the end. You are going to make it if you trust in God. If you believe in God. If you have faith in God. Not in your strength, not in your friends, not in your ability to do things, not in your connections, but in God. Brothers and sisters, I hope this word has blessed you. Until next time, shalom.